Hey guys, this is Satya. Hope you all are doing well today. Today we're gonna learn about the new Photoshop CS6 basic tools for beginners part 4. I just wanted to continue the part 3 in this part 4. So we're gonna learn about understanding the basic tools of for Photoshop CS6. Now let's understand what are the topics that which we're gonna cover in this particular video. So in today's topic we're gonna cover the blending options. In blending options, we would be covering the bevel and emboss, stroke, inner shadow, inner glow, satin, overlay, gradient overlay, pattern overlay, outer glow and drop shadow. So now let's quickly go into the Photoshop and understand these particular techniques, how to use these particular tools and all. So I'm taking the Photoshop basic view and I've written the word hello over here. I want to go ahead and apply the gradient or the blending options, right? So if you want to get the blending options, it is very simple. What you can do is, once you have created the layer and you have written the text as hello or the text that which you are looking for, you will have to do a right click over here, click on blending options. You will be getting a new window of the layer style, and in this layer style you have all the blending options which are mentioned over here, which we gonna cover in this particular video session. So the first and the foremost important thing in this particular blending options is the blend mode and the opacity. Opacity, we have wherever we get the opacity, we have the increase and decrease option which is available. So if you observe here, we have selected the preview as well, wherein if you check this, right, you will not be able to view the changes whatever it is happening. So if you want to get the preview of that, you can get through the checkbox. In this way you will be able to blend the opacity. Here it is normal. Now we will take it as dissolve. See here, in this way it will be applicable. Darken, multiply. So these are the different options at which we have. There are a list of options which are already available over here. So in that way you can go ahead and you can utilize for whatever you are looking for. Then comes the advanced blending. This was the general blending option and blending options. Now comes the advanced general blending. Advanced blending. In this advanced blending, we have again the fill opacity, wherein the opacity of this can be again changed, and we can remove the RGB colors, which is red, green, and blue. So if you remove red, you will be able to view the color as pink. If you remove green, then it will be removed. If you remove blue, then you can automatically see the differences. And we have the knockout area as well, where we can say shallow, we can say deep. You can observe the difference accordingly. So in that way you can go ahead and make the changes. Here we have the blend if option, wherein you can do it for a specific this thing. In this way you can go ahead and change it, and you will be able to observe the changes in the output area. So these are the basic options which are available in the blending options. Then come to the bevel and emboss. In bevel and emboss, if you see, it was automatically changed. If you see over here, you can see the 3D kind of an effect. It was normal. Once it is selected, it has it has given a an outline kind of shape. So here in bevel and emboss, we have the structure first level, which is inner bevel, outer bevel, emboss, pillow emboss, hero emboss, and stroke emboss. In outer bevel, you will be able to give this kind of effects. Keys hard, you can increase this like this, or keep it to very small extent. You can give the shadow types where do you want, and also soften the same. The direction that which you are looking for, either it is up, down, inner bewash, and emboss. In this way you can go ahead and make the changes. And apart from that, we also have the shading options as well. In shading, while you're doing this, you can utilize the different stripes. In contour as well, gross contour, the opacity will again be changed. See here, you can observe the difference slightly. In this way you will be able to go ahead and make the changes. If you want to change the color, you can still go ahead and do it. You can observe the outline, the shadow outline, it is turned to red. In this way we will be able to use this particular bevel and emboss textures. Now comes the stroke. In stroke we have the size options, which is the outer line. Stroke is nothing but an outer line. In this way you can increase decrease on whatever extent you want. If you want inside as well, you can still go ahead and do that, but inside if you are doing a stroke, then automatically the color will be completely changed. You can change the color as well over here. You can give any color that which you are looking for. You select outside, and this way you will be able to do it. So these are the blend modes which are available. So this is the output, kind of an output which we can get it from stroke. Now next go for inner shadow. Inner shadow also we have different opacities or blend modes. You can select whatever you want. This will be applicable only for inner levels. You can give the direction as well, and the distance that which you are looking for. Size, and this way you will be able to go ahead and do this. So contour editor also you can use it. You can give the angles, on which angle you would want to get. You can get the output in this way. Next comes the inner glow. Inner glow is applicable only when we are applying the inner shadow. So once inner shadow is applied, we'll select some lightning. We will try to do some changes. In this way we will be able to make the changes. And in inner glow we can do some darkening. The opacity can be changed little, the noise. If you want to go ahead and make some kind of changes over here, you can still do it. And the elements, we have software and prices. You can choke it, size the same, quality, range you are looking for, everything. So in this way you will be able to apply the inner glow and inner shadows. Next comes the satin. And satin also we have again the same options which are available in the previous thing, but the opacity and the kind of output that which you are looking for, the distance, the size, everything gonna change in this particular thing. This is satin. Next comes the overlay, color overlay. In color overlay we can change the color to whatever you are looking for. Change opacity. In this way you will be able to get the color overlay. Next comes the gradient. Gradient, we have different gradient options available. You can go ahead and check that accordingly. You want radial, you want linear, you want angel, reflected, diamond. So in this way you will be able to go ahead and make the changes in terms of gradient. You can change the angle as well to whatever you are looking for, in the size. In this way you will be getting the output for the gradient overlay. Next comes the pattern overlay. In pattern overlay we have some different patterns available over here. If you want to download some patterns from Google or from the Play Store, so you can go ahead and do it, and you can save it and you can utilize that patterns as well. But as of now, the patterns that which are available over here are these four, and you can utilize those patterns as per your requirement if you are looking okay with that. Next comes the outer glow. In outer glow, what would happen is we will be able to make some kind of changes to the outer layers. want to go ahead and change the colors outside, you can observe that the outer color is changed. You can make it softer, the size can be increased or decreased in this way for whatever you're looking for. You can give the counter, whatever the counter that which you're expecting, range, jitter. In this way you will be able to use this particular option. Next comes the drop shadow. Drop shadow is one of the important feature wherein we can go ahead and give this element. So now let's see what drop shadow does. Here we can select the color of the drop shadow. I'm changing it to red, and you can give the direction to it. The opacity can be changed, distance, spreadness, size as well. If you want to add the contour, you can still go ahead and add it. So in this way we will be able to do lots of changes to the text in this particular blending options. We have covered all the options that which are available right now, and we have gone ahead and tested how to use this particular options, basic tools to in order to get the better output in Photoshop CS6. I hope you all have learned about the blending options in Photoshop in this particular video, understand the concept and how to use this particular tools. Thank you for watching this video, and please do subscribe our channel, and please comment your inputs, and please give your suggestions in the comment box. Thanks for your time and patience. Thank you so much.